This is the Negro Ninja, and today we're going to talk about people rubbing you the wrong way again. Okay, I made a few videos a while back basically saying that when somebody rubs you the wrong way, they're rubbing you that way on purpose. Okay, and they would try to disguise it as a natural habit. Oh, I'm sorry, this is just my natural habit. I'm just not used to you. I didn't mean to say this or that or do this. That's just my way of doing things. Okay, and if you tell somebody that something, rubs you the wrong way and they continue to do it, that right there is just proof. Okay, now ask yourself, have they made any efforts to not rub you the wrong way? Because it seems like they do the exact thing, the same thing over and over, or they'll get better at annoying you. Okay, now we all make mistakes. Okay, but many of the people that you see plan these mistakes. Okay, it's just a mistake as far as you know. But they just sit around having meetings with other people thinking of ways to annoy you. Okay, because this has always been spiritual warfare. Okay, now especially if you're someone that always felt as if, you know, you never really, jailed with people and stuff like that. So that right there is just proof. Okay, and I also have proof with some more Reddit posts. Okay, with some more Reddit posts. Good old Reddit. Okay, because there's always somebody, okay, spilling the beans on fuckery that they're doing to other people because Reddit is anonymous. Okay, so they'll tell you because they're not showing their faces. All right, so this is basically called how do you subtly mess with people? Now, before I get into this video, think about all the gang stalking. These are just people subtly harassing you in a passive aggressive way usually. Okay, and when you're telling people this type of stuff, they want to try to make it seem as if you're insane. That's the whole point of the people doing you like that. They have always did this type of stuff. The gaslighting started as soon as you step foot out into the world. Okay, maybe even started with your own family. Okay, it just varies. Okay, so here's the first story to prove it.
I have a friend who was convinced someone was stealing their pencil lead. So I put things like pencil, mechanic pencil, pencil lead at the bottom of emails in white text so that Google bots would target their ads to be about mechanical pencil lead. He freaked out thinking it was some conspiracy to get him to buy lead. Genius.
Okay, now do you see the subtlety, and the pettiness of this particular person here? And people think it's cute to walk around pranking people. I don't think that pranks are hilarious. Okay. I don't think April Fools is a hilarious. That's a sin. Okay, we already know this is a sin. Why it got to be on the 1st of April? Okay, right before you know what time it is. They doing this for a reason. Basically trying to say, that Jesus is a lie or whatever. And trying to, throw dirt on his resurrection and all this type of stuff. Okay, just like Rainbow Zombies. Okay, when there's sexual tension between you and a bitch, what do they like to do? They like to come around and pollute the atmosphere and just walk around and gay up the place. Okay, they're trying to wash the straight away, like they're trying to wash the truth away by trying to make April start off with jokes, lies, and pranks. Okay. And just look at, how much effort he put into it. Who goes out their way to type white words in a white background email? Okay, now this is just basically people being around you, sprinkling some magical dust or something, trying to sabotage you with witchcraft or whatever the hell they're trying to do. Okay, these people just cannot help themselves. They live, and they breathe fuckery and treachery like that. Okay, and like I say, people reveal themselves by playing. Okay, but we're taught to look at things lightly. Oh man, stop looking into stuff too deep. It ain't that deep. Oh, it's always that deep, nigga. Because they have the same level of, what's the word I'm looking for? Of discretion when they're analyzing everything you're doing. They look at everything you do. They just study you. Okay, They just study you. That's why YouTube, okay, is a paradise for these narcissists. Okay, so he effectively got the guy to think that there's a conspiracy of them wanting him to buy lead. Now, the funny thing is, there really was a conspiracy. Okay, there really was a conspiracy. All right. Now let's look up the definition. A secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. Now one would think, well, this is just one individual messing with him. First of all, you have to think about this. Okay, they're usually laughing at him with somebody else because, they get more pleasure when other people know what they're doing. Okay. Then on top of that, you have demons that's commanding this person to do something. Ain't no telling how many demons that nigga got. Because who would be that petty? Like, that's why hood people are petty. So much pettiness because it's just demons walking around 24/7, just looking at each other mean mug and trying to give them an evil eye. No, I can't do it because I'm too cool. But they just give you that little scornful look, like it's just, that's how they walk around doing people, just witchcraft 24/7 in low level environments. There's a low level person doing this shit. And this might even be a corporate high paying job to what they doing that shit in. Like them type of jobs that's real easy to work and shit. It's just pleasant and all clean and pristine and shit. Okay, let's see what else they got. Somebody said genius. Okay, he's stealing this man's lead pencils. Okay, and basically trying to make him go insane. So that's another conspiracy. All right.
I'm a teacher. I have one chapter test where all of the answers are C. It's my favorite test. Watching the students slowly look around in fear confusion. I think I've told this before, but if you wanna up your game, give them a put these events in chronological order kind of thing where they number them 110, but put them in chronological order already. I had a history professor do it to us. Fricked me up so badly.
Okay, now this is stupid right here because this is a teacher, and one could believe that. Let me see. I think that was kids. Let me hold on. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this teacher is doing this to kids and and teenagers. Okay, and he or she think it's funny. Okay, I believe it's a bitch though. To be honest with you, but to be honest with you, a lot of narcissists are usually dudes. Okay, that's what they say. Yeah, that's what they say. Let's say it's my favorite test, watching the students. So so he or she made the answers C's on purpose just to make people second guess themselves. Gaslighting. Okay, it's just stupid. Okay, why would one just go out of their way to fuck with people like that? Okay, these are not harmless pranks. Okay, it's not nothing that you just say, oh, this is funny, but nobody's finna get harmed by thinking this is funny. Okay, I was watching this one TV show where they was doing pranks on people, but it ultimately wasn't harmful. Like this one girl that pretended to be the doorbell cherub, with the fat cheeks and all that, and she had the little sunbeams coming from around her, and they'll press the doorbell and she would start talking, and I'm like, hold on, what? Okay, now that's something that's harmless. Okay, and I'm pretty sure it's a different word for something like that. Okay, let's look up the word prank. Okay, that at that point, that was just a joke. There was no foul, no harm done with that one. All right, so a prank is a practical joke or mischievous act. And I'm pretty sure they just added practical joke in there. I don't remember seeing that. I bet you they didn't say that in the old dictionary. The tapestry was stolen as a part of a drunken student prank. Okay, to play a trick or practical joke on someone. So they just basically trying to make you think it's okay by saying practical joke. All right. Because for the most part, telling a joke has the truth in it. Pranks are just flat out lies. All right, joke, a thing that someone says to cause amusement or laughter, especially a story with a funny punchline. Okay, so I don't know why they putting that in with prank. This shit ain't funny. Okay, so anyway, now I'm looking at, the response to that last one. Okay, to what the teacher said that they put a C as the correct answer. Whatever answers it is going to be a C. So somebody added. Okay, now this just goes to show you what I be talking about. This is this person's audience. And instead of this person repeating what this person is saying or repeating past points, they're adding to it. Okay, so they're coming together. Okay, and there's chemistry happening. Okay, and that's why I be putting my foot up people's asses when I'm like, why you motherfuckers keep saying the shit I said? Or you'll say past points and shit. I don't appreciate it, to be honest with you. It's just low level. And like I said, I got a video coming up for people like that again. So and this person basically added and said, this is how you can improve it. Okay. And they offered a suggestion that was actually warranted. You see how that goes? Okay. That was actually warranted because they are in sync. So let's continue.
Where they number them 110, but put them in chronological order already. I had a history professor do it to us. Fricked me up so badly. I used to have CCTV monitors in my office at a pretty large store, so I would call different departments and hang up right before they picked up the phone, and call them back as soon as they turned around. After a few tries they would stand and wait for the phone to ring again, but I'd wait until the exact second they turned around. Nobody ever found out who it was. Easily the best entertainment ever.
See, that's mental, that's psychological annoyance right there. They fucking with them mentally. That could be very stressful because they're actually trying to do their job and somebody just fucking with them. Just like these hoes, Negroes, well, at least the real ones, are basically just trying to do what they're supposed to do, and the bitch just making it hard for them. Ain't that funny how that worked? This shit ain't funny. It's very feminine.
Hey, there's something different about you today. I like it. I tried this once. She took it as a genuine compliment because no one else had noticed.
Like, why? Okay, now the two that you heard was somebody saying something. Hey, there's something different about you today. I like it. I don't even understand because it's so stupid. I ain't even trying to make sense of it. And the second person said, I tried this once. She took it as a genuine compliment because no one had noticed. And now I'm married. Okay, I don't know how to take that. I don't know if they dead ass serious. Okay, that's some crazy shit. Okay, but I do say that, a lot of men are narcissists in the dating game, just bitches dating and marrying narcissists. But the reality is, and these, based off of my experience, it seems like it's, more women that's narcissists, like they all narcissists or something.
And now I'm married. When someone sneezes, I tell them to shut up, and they almost always reply thank you because they are so used to other people saying bless you.
You see how they do this? So for somebody to do that, okay, they sit around and they think this. Just like narcissists know how the world works. They just sit around, well, nobody's going to believe if I do this or do that. He knew this person was going to say thank you because he's just thinking, okay, it's just like setting up a trap. Okay, it's very predatory. I know they're going to go this way, and he's going to do this, and I'm going to do this, It's just ridiculous.
I work in pathology and I spend most of my day dictating into a microphone. I keep myself entertained by messing with the ladies and transcription in myriad ways. One thing I like to do is pick a random word and slightly mispronounce it all day, just to mess with their heads. One time we received a tube of chapstick, a small tube of toothpaste, and bottle of skin lotion that Thea had taken out of someone's butt. Not sure if they were kinky or just mentally ill.
Hold up, I gotta process this shit here. What the fuck did they just say? A tube of chapstick and a small tube of toothpaste and a bottle of skin lotion that the ER had taken out of someone's butt. Not sure if they were kinky or... Did y'all just hear that shit? Okay, let's listen.
After I dictated that case and described the items, I went to the gift shop and bought the same items and then left them on their desk with a note that said no need for these to go to waste. They were confused. They had used the hand lotion by the time they listened to the dictation. I could hear them shout from down the hall. Also, since I recite a lot of case numbers, anytime a number happens to have 666 in it, I will immediately say Mark of the Beast and use my phone to play an evil laugh and sounds from heck. On Halloween I taught myself how to say a couple of sentences backward, and then recorded it and played it backwards into the microphone. That one freaked them out a bit. If there is ever a really good joke on our jokes, I will end my dictation for the day by telling the joke to them. I also like to do prank calls. I'm the peanut butter jelly guy. Simply.
So apparently that was a dude. That shit's just stupid. Okay. I used to work with a lady that was always pranking, like her and the dude to go back pranking each other. I'm like, y'all some grown ass people. You bought like 70 or something. He bought damn near 40. You know, just pranking each other back and forth. And the lady, you know, she was so dirty that she told one of them dudes to come over there after the guy farted. Okay, and the guy went back to the office. She said, hey, let me tell you something, Negro Ninja. There's a different lady telling me about the situation. She said, can you believe what this lady just did? Why, what happened? Okay, this dude farted, and she told him to come over here. And he said, hey, what's up? And then he was like, oh, my God. Okay, I'm like, this woman is about 70 years old doing a young man like that. He was black, by the way. A young black man like that. Grown ass motherfucking woman. Okay, and they be the main ones talking shit about, like when I said I like younger women. You shouldn't want no woman younger. She ain't gonna be on your level. I said, you women are never on my level. You're not supposed to be. Proving my point. And just like people say, they say that them hoes basically don't age past 15 mentally. And I believe that shit. I genuinely believe it. That is proof. But to be honest with you, a lot of girls that's actually teenagers that I know, I have not known them to do nothing that's stupid, to be honest with you. So that looks even dumber. Okay, so let's just keep it real. Just because a chick is young don't mean that she can't be, you know, intelligent and have sense. Okay, and that's just a lie they try to put in your head just to try to freak with you, just like the Reddit post. Let's see what else they got.
Introduce myself to a group of people as different names and watch as one forgets my name and asks his friends what my name is to get half a dozen different ones. Works a treat with drunks. Waving at strangers.
See, the world will be a better place if people were just better people. If that's not proof, then I don't know what is. Like, you got all this time in the world, and you can't just be at peace. You just want to fuck with people?
Saying I love you for maximum awkward. When I'm on a waiting list at a restaurant, I always put the name down as Papa. About half the people kind of hesitate or look at you weird. Play it straight and just spell it out if that happens. When you're called over the loudspeaker, it sounds like they're stuttering. Papa Party of 4. You can also do weird funny names that are just barely believable. Table 32. I slightly rearrange the stuff on the fridge when I go to people's houses. Sometimes I'll leave things where they are, but turn everything 180 degrees.
See, this is not something that you should take lightly. That's a sabotaging ass dude. Okay. And this is why you have to be careful of the people that you invite to your houses. If that's not proof, then I don't know what is. And if he does that, then there's no telling what else he does. That motherfucker most likely be stealing. Okay, like I said, that's like somebody coming in your car or something and then just leaving witchcraft items. Okay, or they position your shit around to where, you know, it suits their little witchcraft purposes. You gotta watch these motherfuckers. All right, and I guess that's all I got to say for this rant. Okay, and this is basically just to show you, okay, the effort people goes through to fuck with. So let's read some of the comments. All right, let's see if anybody said anything that's supplementary to it. The last time I watched this video, I basically saw somebody that said that these are people that's just low level, that have nothing better to do with lives. So I forgot what the hell they said. They went in. This could be a different Reddit because they be posting all the same content but just with different channel names. Let me see. They're saying some stupid shit in these comments. Hold up. Somebody says his gym teacher told us when he was going to help us study for the final, he pulls out the paper and says, there are 2 true and false questions, and they aren't false. Someone asks, so are they true? He replies, well, I never said that. A few weeks later, we take the test, and there are 2 true-false questions with 3 answers, true, false, and aren't false. Everyone answered aren't false and got them right. When people sneeze, I say no thank you. When at a party or family gathering, etc., ever so often I look out the window at nothing. They're just telling me that something is wrong with your dumb ass. Let's see. When you get onto a crowded elevator, as soon as the door closes, look everyone in the eyes and say, I just want to take a few moments to tell you about my personal Savior, the Lord Jesus Christ, and just to listen to all the groans. Let's see. I'm telling you, you cannot take people lightly. People that like fucking with people do bigger shit that you're not catching. Okay, like I said, I like to tell jokes. My way of amusing myself is to make people laugh. Okay, that's what I like to do. It's shit just funny to make people laugh at things that are being said. Okay, no harm, no foul. Okay, everybody wins. I'm delighted at the joy of laughter, and they delighted at the jokes. Okay, it's just things to do that is not harming nobody. Okay, things to do that's not harming nobody, and that's all I got to say. And this has been the Negro Ninja, bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.